I just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look.
Most experts agree that Anthony Davis is by far the best prospect in the 2012 draft class. He is the only player in this year's class that is regarded to have true franchise-changing ability, so GMs that had a chance at the number 1 pick were hoping for a chance of landing him. The New Orleans Hornets, who had a 13.7% chance of obtaining the first pick, were able to win the lottery and were given the right to draft Anthony Davis with the first overall selection. Take into account that the NBA technically still owns the Hornets, and one can see how this is a dream scenario for those who love a good conspiracy theory. However, if you think about the facts of the situation, it quickly becomes clear that it doesn't make sense to believe that the NBA fixed this year's lottery. New Orleans is one of the smallest markets in the NBA, so why would they want to send a potential superstar there? It would have made far more sense for the NBA to have the Brooklyn Nets or Charlotte Bobcats win the lottery. The Nets are moving into a brand new arena in Brooklyn and are desperate to keep star point guard Jaren Williams from leaving via free agency. Adding Anthony Davis to the roster would probably have been enough to convince Williams to sign an extension with the team. The Charlotte Bobcats are owned by the greatest player to ever step foot on a basketball court, Michael Jordan. Everyone knows who Jordan is, and any team that is connected to him is sure to be an easy market. It would have made far more sense to send Davis to anywhere but New Orleans, but since the NBA owns the Hornets for the time being, conspiracy theorists will see this as another attempt to disrupt the competitive balance of the league. Houston Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni and Miami Heat's coach Eric Spoelstra win NBCA Coach of the Year. Raptors Kyle Lowry sits down on Game 4. Coach of the Warriors Steve Kerr undergoes spinal procedure, will not coach for the rest of the playoffs. And Wizards Oubre Jr. suspended for Game 4 for incident with Kelly Olynyk.